it's me, Camila Rose, and welcome to another tarot reading. We are going to be heading into our second new sign, so welcome, the sign of Virgo. You did pretty well on your winter or 2024 readings. Had a couple of views on those, so I decided to add them to the mix just so that we get a little bit more variety on the channel. And so we'll be looking into your winter solstice and what's going to be happening during this season. And let's dig into it. We'll get a general card and then we'll get some just general information to go. Oh, Wheel of Fortune came right on out. Okay, so you are starting a new cycle, Virgos. New year, new cycle, new season, new cycle. You are either seeking mentorship or you're moving into a mentor role. Love that for you. You need to get someone to come in and provide you with some assistance. We'll see if these cards, oh, you may be moving. Ace of Swords. You may be moving due to a breakdown in communication or just, maybe there's just some ideological things that you're just not in agreement. Oh, no, okay. You need to move to make your dreams come true. You need to move in order to take on this new position. There might have been some individuals who did not want you to move, though. They might have wanted you to kind of stay where you were, stay in this same position, stay who you used to be according to them. But you're trying to grow. You're trying to expand. You may have started a new work partnership or something, started a new job. That's something really big towards following one of your long-term goals, long-term dreams. A lot of expansion might be happening for you. All right, so it's going to be some work, though, to get this done and to get this going and to see the fruits of your labor come to pass. It's work that I think you're very prepared for and you're very prepared for. You're very much so looking forward to it. There's either a lot of people. This might be the three people here in this Three of Pentacles. We have a Queen of Swords, a King of Cups, and the Emperor. None of these are immediately sticking to me as would represent you, but you pick whichever one seems the most close, maybe the Emperor. But the Queen of Swords, very strong boundaries, very articulate, can speak very well and convey their ideas in a fashion where people can readily and easily understand them. They just are very, very good communicators. They're very logical. They can be a little emotionally cold, emotionally distant, but they may be the ones who are giving you the stickler and saying, hey, we got to follow these rules. We got to get everything together. We have to make this work. This may be you, though, who's just very y'all, I need everyone, keep up. Keep up. We've got a lot of hard work and we've put in so much to get here. We have to keep going. Let's see this through. You have a King of Cups individual here who is very emotionally supportive. It's probably kind of the parental figure of the group, taking care of everybody, making sure their needs are met, maybe doing a lot of acts of service, so doing a lot of the running around and having the, this person might be the one who's doing the spreadsheets and writing up the proposals, but this is the one who's actually going to the meetings and sitting down and charming folks, very charismatic, very, let's go out for lunch, feeding everyone, making sure everyone's needs are taken care of. They may not be as, they may have shut down their own emotions in order to make sure everyone else's needs are being met, though. There's a lot of emotional unavailability happening here. So I would say to try to do something to take care of everyone's hearts and have a little bit of fun during this time, even though I know it's pretty stressful. And then we have the Emperor, who's probably the leader or the person who's really stickler, who's just A, B, C, D, things need to get done, things need to be in order. We really need to make sure that we are just, and it's very leadership energy. It's very much so, I will take the brunt of things. I will be the one who stays up every night, extra late, even if you bring me your stuff at 5 and I need to work on it till 7 to get everything done or 9 to get everything done, I will do so. I'm committed to this. I believe that this is a really beautiful and wonderful kind of connection. It's a lot of covering a lot of the areas. It's fire, it's water, it's air. There does need to be maybe a little bit more groundedness. So maybe that's where some of your Virgo qualities can come into play here. A little bit more groundedness, a little bit more reality based, saying hey, we need to be a little, yes, practical, practical over logical, because logical will say, hey, as long as it gets done, it's done. Practical will say, if we wear ourselves out and all get sick, then nothing will get done. So like bring a little practicality into this picture, okay? And let's see what else we get. Oh, I love that. Oh, well, maybe not so much. Oh, more. Okay, so your last card is the Ten of Swords in reverse. So you all are just kind of sticking to the stressful route, which I'm a little, okay. The Devil card. I think y'all are, and this is why I was saying, like, bring a little practicality into this. Bring a little bit of, you know, like, trying to make sense of things into this. Because I worry a little bit that, like, if you get too used to just chugging away and, like, used to the stress of this, you might stick with that energy in order just to like progress and really get where you want to be. Devil card is Capricorn energy. It is energy of unhealthy attachments, unhealthy coping mechanisms, but it's also just the energy of just like getting stuck, feeling like you have to continue forth in this way. We get the High Priestess. So moving into your power a bit, spending some time getting to know yourself. And yeah, just continuing to do the work, unfortunately. We have which maybe that's what you learn, is that like you like to just have your head in the game and continue to push through. You don't have vices that maybe, my thought here is to make sure that your vice isn't overworking. Sometimes with the Three of Pentacles, I don't see any relationship stuff here really. But with the Three of Pentacles, sometimes that can show up as like a third party situation. And when I get a Three of Pentacles, for me, the third party is work. So you're overworking. The third person in your relationship is work. And it's taking time away from being able to spend time with the people you love and the people you care about. And that person could be you. Like, it's taking your time away from self-care, from making sure that you're happy and joyful and just living your life as opposed to just working all the time. So I would just say definitely like take some time, take some space for that so that you just don't continue forth in this stressful situation, in this nightmare of a situation. And not in like a necessarily bad way, but it just is a lot of work. Whatever it is you're trying to achieve is a really big thing. It's the star. It's your dream life, your dream investment of your time and your energy, but you still need to like take care of yourself. If you're not taking care of yourself, you won't even get to enjoy your dream. So keep that in mind. Temperance, yes, I love it. Glad that we got that. Because you need some balance. There's got to be some balance here, okay? So we get, let me see your main card. Ooh, Five of and this is why, in all honesty, because I was like, there is a concern that I have going on here, that if there's a partnership happening here, in the family, amongst a team, within yourself, that like, if you're too focused on work, if you're too focused on just continuing forth and being successful, you may risk experiencing some type of emotional loss just because you're not present, you're not there, you're working, so try to get a nice balance. Like, yeah, we're getting this reading now, and that's what I love about tarot, is that this isn't a prediction and saying that like it's set in stone, like this is what will happen. It's saying that if everything that is set out in these cards continues forth exactly as it's set out here, that this is kind of the path it will take. At any point, you can go in and change it. At any point, and particularly here, I see in this midpoint, because I do think you need to move. I do think you need to like change where your mind is at, and I think that you need to go after your dream. I think all of this is beautiful. I think it's here where we get a little dicey, and especially here in this last portion, because I think here when we get to this part where like you're digging in, you're working with your group, you're there together in this partnership, and really like head in the game, is where you have to bring in the temperance. You can't bring in temperance way down here. You got to bring in temperance up here, right now, in this moment, in the very beginning. Build it into your success plan. Build it into your actions and into your policies and your procedures. Build it into your yearly calendar. Build in this temperance and this balancing out of focusing on the work and meeting your deadlines, meeting your goals, and having personal time to care for your emotional connections and relationships. If you take this advice and plug in some temperance now in this space, you can head off this this here. The emotional loss for things that don't work out, for the cups that don't end up standing up, that you have to mourn, because now you have to go balance out your heart and your mind, because your heart was not here. Your joy and love and emotional connections was not in any of your reading before this. Your mind was here, the work was here, the will was here, but the heart was like gone, you know. And even with the King of Cups, which can be very like caring for others emotionally, if that's in order to make connections, in order to continue forth, and it's part of the work, that still doesn't actually count. Like, you need to have emotional connections that build you up, that aren't related to whatever this really big project is. So you got to balance that out. Put that balance in here. Don't wait till the last minute. Like, don't wait till you get to the 5 of Cups position. Page of Wands is then saying that, like, you got to get a little bit more of that fire back. You've lost some of that fire. You've lost some of that spark. You've lost some of that will. And part of that might come that if you stick to this route and you find yourself towards the end of winter solstice in April, or in the end of March, heading into April, heading into Aries season, spring, you find yourself in this position of a 5 of Cups situation where you're experiencing some emotional loss, that like you're feeling the heaviness of it and you're needing to balance out your heart and your mind. You need to find some of that excitement. You got to get some of that fire going back. And like I mentioned, we've got some fire here, especially with the Emperor, which is Aries, and the 9 of Wands, which is the fire sign. But you get so into the work, so into the mental space and the just like pushing through that you've got to get some of that fire back towards the end. Page of Wands, 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands can indicate some fighting, but it's friendly competition. It's really just about expansion. You know, it might be good, not in a comparison way, but just in a like keeping your head in the game and like keeping that fire alive in you, to go and see like what your competition is doing. Go see what other people are doing in your field. Go see what other people are doing to have fun and go take that as some inspiration. Look for inspiration, something that gets you riled up, something that like when you look at it and see it, you think, dang, I could do that. Okay, I could have a lot of fun with that. A sport, an activity, anything like that. Okay? All right, so that's going to be it. I'm going to stop lecturing you, Virgos, and because success is on the horizon for you, and you are going to really follow after some big dreams of yours, but don't forfeit that emotional care and space in order to get there. All right? Okay. So if you'd like some coaching in order to keep that balance or make a balanced plan for yourself, that information is in the description. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You will have consistent videos coming out on this channel now. And if you have a request for a topic you want to hear more about, just let me know. I do cover love, money, I cover shadow work, and I cover a lot that has to do with like healing and things like that. So, all right, that's going to be it. I'll see y'all later. Bye.